Have y'all ever traveled out of country to a popular vacation spot? If you ever get the chance, I would definitely recommend Cozumel as the best vacation spot to go to. I know firsthand because me and some of my friends took a cruise for our high school graduation trip, stayed out there for about a week, and we had a blast. If you're interested in snorkeling or scuba diving, Mayan history, or just festivals and celebrations, Cozumel is definitely one of the places that you should go. Cozumel is an amazing place to travel because of their Palancar Reef, a beautiful place for snorkeling or scuba diving, the Carnival of Cozumel, one of the most popular festivals in Cozumel and all of Mexico, and it's home to San Gervasio, the most important archaeological Mayan site. Whenever I went to Cozumel, my favorite activity was snorkeling. Cozumel is home to one of the most beautiful reefs in the world, known as the Palancar Reef. This reef is the second largest in the world, stretching from the top of the Yucatan Peninsula all the way down to the Honduran Bay Islands. Whenever I went snorkeling, a lot of people chose to go scuba diving as well. Some common dive depth ranges from 30 feet all the way up to 120 feet. Some common animals that you can expect to see while snorkeling or scuba diving include sea turtles, grouper fish, triggerfish, stingrays, and many, many more. Unfortunately, at the end of 2018, there was a huge decline in coral life due to a stony coral tissue loss. The reefs were closed to preserve coral life and also raise awareness for what's happening to these coral reefs. It's been closed, but there are still some open sites where you can go and dive at. Not only is Cozumel known for its amazing reefs, but also the huge festivals that they throw. Cozumel is known for their massive festival that they throw annually called the Carnival de Cozumel. This festival actually started all the way back in 1873 and has continued for every year since. Of course, naturally, the natives take this festival very, very seriously. It's actually the most popular festival in all of Mexico, and it's right there in Cozumel. This festival takes place right before Lent and carries on for 5 days of activities for families and guests to both enjoy. Cozumel is also home to some really interesting Mayan culture as well. Cozumel is known to one of the most important Mayan archaeological sites called San Gervasio. San Gervasio was actually a sanctuary for Ixchel, the goddess of fertility and love. We believe that the Mayan culture started somewhere near 100 BC, and really we saw its peak in the 17th century. The Mayans considered Cozumel a sacred place and named it Cuzam Lumi, meaning the place of the swallows. Cuzam Lumi was later shortened to Cozumel, which is where we get the modern interpretation of Cozumel from. These are personally some of my favorite reasons to go to Cozumel and why I would highly recommend anybody who has never visited to take a trip as soon as they can. In conclusion, I've given some reasons as to why Cozumel is an amazing place to travel. Cozumel offers the Palancar Reef, one of the most amazing natural coral reefs that we have in the entire world. With some of the clearest water and coolest animals to see, scuba diving or snorkeling is an amazing excursion worth the expense. Cozumel is also a great place to see some of the most popular festivals in Mexico. Home to the Carnival de Cozumel, the island hosts a 5-day festival full of activities and games for families and guests. If you want to dive into some history, Cozumel also offers some amazing Mayan cultural history. It is home to one of the most important sanctuaries, San Gervasio, which played a key role in the Mayan culture and their daily lives. These are some amazing places to travel to, but if you're looking for the best all-around place, I would definitely recommend Cozumel as a place to visit. Home to many activities, you're sure to never have a boring day in Cozumel. So that concludes my speech, and I will now open the floor for any questions. Somebody asked, what were the people like in Mexico? So the people were actually very nice and very hospitable, and were some of the nicest people that I've ever met, and were really friendly. So that concludes my speech.